Good evening. Thanks for joining us on India Business Hour. I'm Shireen Bhan. The big stories on India Business Hour tonight.
Jio 5G will be true 5G in every sense. And I believe that India deserves nothing less than true 5G.
Jio's 5G services will be launched across Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata by Diwali this year. Mukesh Ambani promises to blanket the entire country with 5G coverage in 18 months. Adds Reliance will invest 2 lakh crore rupees for the rollout. Reliance will build a new gigafactory for power electronics, also plans to start production of battery packs, hopes to achieve 20 gigawatts of solar energy capacity by 2025. Reliance Retail will foray into the FMCG business this year, says Isha Ambani. Meta and Jio platforms also launched Jio Mart on WhatsApp, promising a first-of-its-kind end-to-end shopping experience on the messaging platform. Mukesh Ambani sets an ambitious target to double the group's value by 2027, also announces 75,000 crore rupees in investments to expand the oil-to-chemicals business and a potential doubling of the 75,000 crore rupee new energy investment announced last year.
Our next-generation leaders are taking over the reins confidently across businesses, verticals and horizontal.
Ambani says the next generation of leaders are confidently taking over the reins at Reliance Industries, says Akash and Isha Ambani have taken leadership roles at Jio and retail. Anant Ambani has joined the new energy business. Indian equities share the pain of global financial markets as traders factor in more aggressive rate hike action from central bankers and a further hit on the global economy. The Sensex and the Nifty end over 1.5% in the red. The rupee weakens past 80 per dollar in early trade, but stages a mild recovery ending at 79.96. In its first official comment on the matter, the government denies contemplating a ban on Chinese phones that cost less than 12,000 rupees, says the government will work towards ensuring space for Indian brands and suppliers. The new Chief Justice of India, Justice UU Lalit, has a packed first day in office. His bench takes up some big impact cases, including a plea for a probe into the Rafael deal, which was dismissed, and one seeking the invocation of the National Security Act in cases of hoarding, profiteering and adulteration. China's widespread lockdowns as part of its zero-COVID policy take a toll. Chinese tech giants record their worst quarter of growth in history. Alibaba reports its first flat year-on-year quarterly revenue growth. Social media and gaming company Tencent reports its first sales decline on record. The race to a lunar colony gets delayed. NASA calls off the much-awaited launch of its giant unmanned moon rocket Artemis 1 due to engine trouble.
I'm pleased to share that over the next 5 years, we will invest rupees 75,000 crores and expand capacities in existing and new value chain. Within the next 2 months, that is by Diwali of 2022, we will launch Jio 5G across multiple key cities, including the metro cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Calcutta. Subsequently, we plan to increase the Jio 5G footprint month after month until by December of 2023. Akash and Isha have assumed leadership roles in Jio and retail. They have been passionately involved in our consumer business since its inception. All of them are being mentored on a daily basis by our senior leaders, including myself and the board of directors.
I'm excited to announce that this year, we will launch our fast-moving consumer goods business.
Well, 5G rollout starting Diwali, doubling the conglomerate's value in 5 years, a foray into the FMCG space and ramping up the new energy business. These are just some of the key highlights of Reliance Chairman Mukesh Ambani's speech to shareholders at the company's 45th annual general meeting. Let's take you through the details. First, Mukesh Ambani stressed that Jio would offer the world's largest and most advanced 5G network service. He has announced a 2 lakh crore rupee investment plan for the rollout of 5G network. He said that 5G would be launched in multiple key cities, including Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata by Diwali this year. Jio is looking at a pan-India rollout of 5G services by the end of 2023. Mukesh Ambani also laid out the timeline of some of the new energy projects already announced by the company. Reliance is looking at establishing 10 gigawatts of annual cell and module capacity by 2024, which will be scaled up to 20 gigawatts of fully integrated capacity by 2026. Reliance is also setting up battery pack facility by 2023, which will be scaled to 5 gigawatt hours of capacity by 2024 and further to 5 gigawatt hours by 2027. Reliance is also aiming to pivot from grey hydrogen to green hydrogen by 2025. Further, Reliance will establish a 20 gigawatt solar generation capacity by 2025. A quick look at Reliance's investment blueprint. Mukesh Ambani said the company is looking at doubling Reliance's value by 2027, and they are looking at a 75,000 crore rupee investment in green energy, along with 75,000 crores in oil to chemicals and 2 lakh crore rupees for the 5G rollout, as we pointed out. The big announcement coming in was Reliance's foray into the FMCG space. Reliance Retail will launch its FMCG business this year. Executive Director Isha Ambani said the objective of the business is to develop and deliver products that will solve every Indian's daily needs with high-quality products at affordable pricing. Mukesh Ambani also spoke about succession. He said Akash and Isha Ambani have assumed leadership roles in both Jio and Reliance Retail, and Anant Ambani has joined the new energy business. The chairman continues to provide hands-on leadership and is now set to pass the baton on to the next generation as a mentor and, of course, as a hands-on leader. Well, those are just some of the highlights of the AGM speech delivered by the chairman, Mukesh Ambani. Let's first focus on the 5G rollout plan. Rima joins us now. Rima, so Diwali launch, that is what Reliance is factoring in, multiple cities to start with, and an 18-month period before a pan-India 5G rollout.
Absolutely, a Diwali dhamaka, you would say. So that's the first big takeaway, the timeline of the much-awaited 5G rollout. Jio has said they will launch 5G across multiple key cities, including Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata, and this is going to happen by Diwali of 2022. And then they're aiming for a full pan-India 5G coverage by December of 2023, less than 18 months from where we are currently. The second takeaway is look at Jio's monetary commitment to 5G. Jio has said that they will be investing 2 lakh crore to build a pan-India true 5G network. And remember, this comes after spending a whopping 88,000 crore on acquiring the 5G spectrum in the first place. They say the business case for 5G is so strong that they can achieve high teens ROC through a combination of mobility market share gains and SUC savings alone. And for those of you who are waiting for 5G-like broadband at home and a 5G phone, there is good news. Jio 5G will be also offering ultra-high-speed fixed broadband called Jio Air Fiber, and they also said that they're working with Google to develop an ultra-affordable 5G smartphone in India. 5G is also going to be, Jio 5G is also going to be the world's largest and the most advanced 5G network. Let me tell you why. Now, most operators in India are going to be deploying 5G on a non-standalone network, which basically is your 5G radio signal, which is delivered on the existing 4G infrastructure. Reliance Jio, on the other hand, will be deploying the 5G radio signals on a standalone network. With this, Jio can deliver new and powerful services like very low latency, massive machine-to-machine communication, 5G voice, edge computing, network slicing, and metaverse. And lastly, something which can make all Indians proud. Jio's 5G network has been indigenously developed. The end-to-end 5G stack developed by Jio is indigenous, which is fully cloud-native, software-defined, digitally managed, with support for even advanced features like Qualcomm security. Back to you.
Jio has prepared an ambitious and the fastest ever 5G rollout plan for a country of our size. Within the next 2 months, that is by Diwali of 2022, we will launch Jio 5G across multiple key cities, including the metro cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Calcutta. Subsequently, we plan to increase the Jio 5G footprint month after month until by December of 2023, which is less than 18 months from today, to deliver Jio 5G to every town, every taluka and every tehsil of our country. Jio will deploy the latest version of 5G called standalone 5G, which has absolutely zero dependency on our 4G network. With standalone 5G, Jio can deliver new and powerful services like low latency, massive machine-to-machine communication, 5G voice, edge computing, and network slicing. Jio 5G will be true 5G in every sense, and I believe that India deserves nothing less than true 5G. And through the recent auction conducted by the Department of Telecommunications, we have also acquired the largest and the most appropriate mix of wireless spectrum for 5G.
Well, that is Mukesh Ambani taking us through the plans as far as the 5G rollout is concerned. But let's talk about the O2C business. Reliance's new energy business plans have also taken off, along with, of course, the existing O2C business. Sonal joins us now to detail the new energy plans and the investment commitment. Sonal.
Thanks a lot for that. Well, Reliance Industries has announced a 75,000 crore investment plan to expand their O2C capabilities across value chain, and 75,000 crore rupees additional investment, which was already announced in the new energy business last year, which has a potential of doubling from current levels, according to the company. They have given timelines in terms of some of the projects which were already announced. They will be establishing 10 gigawatt of annual cell and module capacity by 2024, which will be scaled up to more levels, that is 20 gigawatt of fully integrated capacity by 2026. Additionally, they aim to extend the life of PV modules from 25 to 50 years. Some new investments into glass and film manufacturing were spoken of, and Reliance Industries is also setting up battery packs facility by 2023, where they will scale it to around 5 gigawatt hour of capacity by 2024 and 50 gigawatt hour by 2027. They will also be setting up new gigafactories for power electronics. Very important, they aim to transition from grey hydrogen to green hydrogen by 2025 itself.
All right, Sonal, many thanks for joining us. That summarizes the big announcements that came in from Reliance Industries. Joining us now is Prakash Diwan, Somesh Kumar, Leader Power and Utilities at EY India, and Gagan Sidhu, the Director of CEEW, the Centre for Energy Finance. Gentlemen, appreciate you joining us here on the program. Prakash, let me start by asking you, expectations on what the blueprint would be as far as the 5G rollout is concerned. That was detailed by Mukesh Ambani. The commitment on both the new energy side as well as the O2C business being reaffirmed there. And of course, the FMCG foray on the Reliance retail side, that was the big new headline there. On balance, Prakash, how does it look post the AGM for Reliance?
So hi, yes, good afternoon, Shireen. So I think this was spectacular. The range of expansion, the growth trajectory that he's outlined, and then the rest of the team is kind of added to, is just stupendous. And I haven't come across a company so boldly setting forthright a target to double itself in terms of value. Remember, it's value in just 5 years. So and a company of this size. So I don't think there's anything that got missed out. You can nitpick by saying, there's no detail on the phone that's going to be launched and, some tariff plans. But those are granular details that don't probably deserve to be in an AGM. The roadmap out from here is so impressive that if there is any company that can become truly global in terms of applications beyond what we've seen in the IT services, as a brand, as a technology provider, as an enabler to the rest of the world, parts of the rest of the world, I think it's going to be Reliance. So absolutely very proud of the fact that we are seeing this moment of Reliance turning into what eventually is going to be a fairly large transnational business empire across multiple geographies, and not just talk about India as a market.